It's funny how people really start to struggle when you start glowing up. I ain't trash, nigga, you trash. Come on, let's go. KD. Yeah. God bless me, I don't fuck around. Ay, this royal blood, this is sacred ground. You had your chance, now it's come to an end. Cause I heard what you said, so it's all with your head, yeah. God bless me, I don't fuck around. Ay, this royal blood, this is sacred ground. Yeah, you had your chance, now it's come to an end. Cause I heard what you said, so it's all with your head.
Ay, she went insane when she heard my name. Yeah, I can't tame her as my conscious face. Yeah, the same grade, just in different shades. Yeah, the same game, just a different play. Ay, gorilla gang, I'm a different breed. Yeah, a king's way brought it to her knees. I'm just saying this ain't new to me. Yeah, things change, I stay true to me. Yeah, with daddy money, you bust down that DG. Stay ghost up so dumb niggas can't reach me. Just touch down, I'll feed a nigga like EE. We stay nice till some nigga mistreats me. Hey, I get high then stay low. My pen's hot, my wrist cold. Old girl, she a real baddie, but still ain't my bitch though. Cook it up then lay it down. Now watch how I switch flow. Say global, we in the cut. Now watch how this shit goes. Hey,
God bless me, I don't fuck around. Ay, this royal blood, this is sacred ground. You had your chance, now it's come to an end. Cause I heard what you said, so it's all with your head, yeah. God bless me, I don't fuck around. Ay, this royal blood, this is sacred ground. Yeah, you had your chance, now it's come to an end. Cause I heard what you said, so it's all with your head.
hey, what you want? Let me know. I'ma throw you bone and watch you go. You didn't even believe in this shit. You tried it once and then you choke. Cause y'all say sleeping and I say woke. Making raps while y'all still broke. Sipping on that Henny Coke. Y'all laughing, I ain't telling jokes. That's real talking, that time that's ticking, that's real clock. You heard that clipping, that's real Glock. Your life is slipping, that's real shock. My wrist stay dripping, that's real watch. My crew stay whipping, that's real mock. My clothes stay dripping, that's real swatch. If you ain't good, if you can still watch, that's real talk, my nigga.
God bless me, I don't fuck around. Ay, this royal blood, this is sacred ground. You had your chance, now it's come to an end. Cause I heard what you said, so it's all with your head, yeah. God bless me, I don't fuck around. Ay.
Hi-oh, full Normuth. Full
The
Normuth.
sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Oh, this.
Welcome
Oh, the
to
Daily Swole. Oh, the Daily Swole. Testing. Test, testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1378 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, ye ol' hoes? It is your boy, Papa Swole. Ho. What's good, fam? What's good? How we doing? How we doing, my lovelies? How we doing, my lovelies? My lovely swole hoes, swole sluts in the house. How are we doing? Welcome, everyone, to the Mancast. Welcome to the Gaincast. And I am excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited that I am here, and that you're here, and that we are all here. On the board behind me, it says, you are the expert. Today we are talking you being the expert. I got some great stories for you today, but you are the expert. I want to talk a little bit about this before we get started because it's important as a preface to today's episode. It's an important statement. It's an important concept. And, you know, because I've been digging into swole text so much, and because a lot of you are digging into swole text so much, and I'm sorry to hear that, but if you're just to pause for a second, if you need to switch platforms, that's always a good conversation to have. Streaming on Facebook, you could also go check it out on YouTube. I've heard from many people that the YouTube stream is the best. So if you want to make sure that you get the stream seamlessly, the YouTube is probably that's where I would go. The Daily Swole channel on YouTube. So that being said, one of the things that I've been getting a lot from the swole text in terms of seeing where you are all having those successes, having those wins, having those, overcoming those challenges, the things that you're doing day to day, because that's what really helps Swolenormous X and the Swole fam grow and become stronger and stronger by the day. It's when you're sharing your stories. It's when you're putting that out there. It's when you are sharing your expertise. You are sharing your expertise. And we oftentimes default and outsource our expertise, don't we? We outsource to documentaries. We outsource to universities. We outsource to professionals. We outsource to bearded, long-haired fucking maniacs on the internet. But the message and the intent has to be clear. The message and the intent has to be clear. So any human that, first off, claims that they know everything knows nothing. We don't know everything. We know very little. We're learning more every day, and we're in pursuit of knowledge. But you as an individual, what's important is you as an individual are the expert in your life. So everyone that's watching right now, I'm just looking through some of these. Jill says, you are the expert of your 7 pillars. Damn fucking straight. We got Bridget. We got Lindsay here. We have Jordan Reynolds. We got Sergeant 64, Anna Victoria. Jackson, what up? So glad to finally catch a live cast. Glad to have you here. Nicholas just refueled with beef, rice, and broccoli. Now time for dessert, strawberries and blueberries. No dirty AIDS dicks. Damn fucking straight. Oh my goodness, D2H. Hey, I had a nightmare about you, Papa Swolio. This fat couple kidnapped you and threatened to hacksaw your dick off if you didn't eat shit food on camera like those mukbang channels. That's the greatest. That's a nightmare. Thank you. I love how you're looking out for me. You're having a nightmare about me. You're having a nightmare for me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's fucking great. Oh my God. Nice. Shit. So anyway, everyone that's watching, all of you that are watching, so no matter where you're watching, no matter what you're working on, literally no matter what you're working on, what your goals are, you are the expert in your life. So I can't come to your house and tell you what you did yesterday. I don't know. You do. I don't know what you were thinking August 17th, 1997. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know because I wasn't there. You are the expert in your life. You know what your thoughts are. You know what your strengths are. And you know what your weaknesses are. Now, you might not allow yourself to know that. You might not give yourself the opportunity to know that because you might be blocking it out, which is why we practice mindfulness, which is why Pillar 6 with the 7 pillars, that's why it's so important, because if you are more mindful, if you're more aware of these thought processes, and that's really what it comes down to. It comes down to you being aware of where your pitfalls are, where you try to sabotage yourself, because your brain is going to try to glaze over those sensitive and those vulnerabilities, because you don't want to, it's not something it's an evolutionary thing. You don't want to dwell on your weaknesses in the sense that you don't want to admit, or you don't want to be aware. You don't want to have weaknesses because it's a survival thing. If you have a weakness, you're vulnerable and you could be killed. You might not survive. You might not live. You might not reproduce because you're a weaker part of the species. So it's important for you to understand that your awareness of your strengths, your awareness of your weaknesses, and your awareness that this is a process and you're going to have failures is very important. You're going to have failures. You're going to try dieting techniques that don't work. You're going to go to the gym and do an exercise, and I don't want to say you're going to, but going to in the sense that it's completely possible, hurt your shoulder, hurt your knee, hurt your foot. You might stub your toe. You might sprain your ankle because a car was coming around the corner at the gym and you had to jump on the sidewalk and you missed the sidewalk and you tweaked yourself, or I don't know, you just stepped on a weight or a plate, or you dropped something on your foot. Just accidents happen and you're going to have setbacks. If you understand why you're training, if you understand what your approach is, fundamentally, again, the 7 pillars, if you understand what that foundation is and where your pillars lie, what they are, and you check through them on a daily basis, it keeps you centered. It keeps you centered on the most important things that you can be successful at every day. You can be successful with your training every day, especially if you're doing something every day. If you're filling your cup, if you're investing in yourself, you can be successful with your, what's stopping you from being successful with your nutrition? You don't have to stuff face. You could do a fast. You could do a protein fast. You can still make the best decisions you possibly can. You can still train. You can't go to the gym because there's a snowstorm, your car broke down. Do some yoga. You could do meditation. You can do things that will keep you on track. You're not going to train every day. You're not going to make consistent progress for the rest of your life. You're going to have periods where you don't go to the gym. You're going to have periods where you get sick. You're going to have periods where you get hurt. You're going to have periods where you don't feel good. You're going to have periods where you don't feel happy. You're going to have periods where you feel stressed. You're going to have those all the time. And they're going to go back and forth. You're going to feel, some of you might feel stressed or anxious more often. Some people might feel in a better mood more often. Some of you might feel in a lower mood. You have to adjust your lifestyle and you have to adjust your executions in order to match who you are. Some of you need to meditate a lot more. Some people need to meditate 2 or 3 times a day, shorter sessions. Some people might just need 1 half-an-hour session. Some people might need more constant 5 minutes and just keep on. Some of you might need a lot of reps. So it depends. It depends. So you're the expert in your life and you have to customize. You need to customize. KDM 777's weakness is always there, but it can be molded into a strength with the first pillar, quality community. What up, Swole fam? What up, Swole fam? What up? Good shit. Damn fucking straight. Oh. I'm looking at some here. Ooh, Glockenspiel. Oh, I found some new little sounds that just kind of popped up here. What's this one? Jesus Christ. My deepest apologies. What the fuck? Holy Christ. That was terrible. Ugh. Got that part in. I don't think any of you are hearing that on the, All right, anyway, I don't know what that's all about. I'm not a big fan. This is fucking weird. It's like bicycle horns and shit. So I think if you're on the audio, I don't think you got that. I don't think you got that audio. But everyone that was watching live was like, what the fuck just happened? Anyway. Yeah, that almost blew my fucking ears out. I almost blew my ears out. No, this app got updated and it just showed it's like some free sound effects or something that popped up and I didn't even know that was there. I just decided to try it. Why? Look, if there's a new update, why not try it live? Sorry to hurt everyone's ears. That scared the shit out of me. That should not have been that loud, so apologies. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, the farts are good. The alien farts are good. Everyone hears that one. Excuse me. Anyway, so you are the expert. You're the expert in your life. You are the one you're with yourself all the time. Ooh, that's what she said. You're with yourself. It's so true though. You are with yourself. You're the one that's in charge. You're the one that knows the inside out. So it's okay to be around someone that knows more than you. It's okay to pursue information. You don't have to be the expert in all areas of life. But don't let someone just tell you to do something. Don't let someone just tell you that this is the answer. You have the ability and you have the responsibility to cross-check that with what works best for you. It doesn't mean ignore information, but it doesn't mean just follow the bouncing ball. So what works for someone else might not work for you, whether it's because of the lifestyle, because it's the scheduling of the day, because it's something based on their genetics and we don't know that yet, and because it's their genetics and it's their body, it works for them, and then for you, you'll feel like shit. That's why you just can't go smashing your head against walls. You can't just be, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? You can, but you're just going to find things that are general. You have to dig in a little bit more. You got to dig in a little bit more. You got to customize. You got to really see what's going on. You can't just do. You just want to copy what someone else is doing. How well is that going to go for you? How well is that going to go for you if you're not customizing your training, customizing your nutrition? So, moral of the story is don't go eat at a dollar store. I had a lot of people saying, well, you can get nuts and stuff. You can get almonds and trail mix and stuff. And and walnuts and things at a dollar store. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you buying anything at a dollar store? You don't need, and nuts. Okay. Well, some nuts are good. Some are fucking shit. Some are crap. And a lot of them have crap all over it. You have shit salt all over it, or sugar added to it, or chocolate in it. Ugh, how long have they been sitting there? Gross. Gross. So customize your life, customize your shit, and we're going to keep on talking about this. That's the theme today. So here we go. You are the expert. Beaches, you are the expert. So that's the Swole card. Oh, I caught it. Oh, I bent it a little bit. Caught it between my legs. You might get some moisturizer on that. Some cocoa butter, and just put that all over my sack. I didn't. Just kidding. Pedro, if you are not the expert in your own body, how can someone tell you what is best thing for you? You are the expert. You're the only one that's going to know what foods react best with you, what you like in the morning, what you don't like in the morning, if you like to eat in the morning, if you like to train in the afternoon, if you like to train in the morning. You are the only one that's going to know. Oh, gross. Barbecue peanuts screams dollar store. Ugh. Ew. Ew. It's so gross. That's so gross. That's so gross. I don't eat. It's funny. I put nuts on chin. I don't eat nuts. I never felt, that's the thing. I've never felt good. I've never felt good eating almonds or walnuts. I've never felt good eating them. And I'm not talking put salt all over them. I'm talking about eating them, the raw or regular, like lightly roasted. Walnuts, it's like chalk. It doesn't taste that good. I think it doesn't taste that good for a reason. I suspect there's a reason why it tastes like soft chalk. Ugh. If you like them plain, I think you're forcing yourself to like that shit. Eating nuts is definitely a survival mechanism. It's like, well, we can eat this if we have to. But I don't know. People usually like shit when there's like salt all over it. Everything tastes good. Shoe leather tastes good with salt all over it. So I was digging into the Swole text today, and have this good one from James. So James, yeah, I called you out, bro. I got you. I'm on you. Let's give some shout outs to the fam. Let's see what's going on. Hey fam, just got nut checked from Papa. Haha. Making sure I'm still alive and not being a little jabroni. This is on Swole text. I'm still here and was actually going to post something earlier, but saw a shiny object and chased after it. The update on me is I've been back in school working on my BS and psych since January, putting in work towards my fluency in German, going to church, aka my garage gym, finding different ways to tailor my nutrition, catching the daily Swole when I can, so on and so forth. It can be pretty stressful and overwhelming, but brain gains is an essential part of my daily schedule. It is my must-do in the morning and sometimes in the evening. I silence the bullshit and find my balance before my first cup of coffee. If I didn't, I'm not sure I would have the focus to, quote, fill my cup. I initially didn't do brain gains, but since I started a couple weeks ago, I'm more focused on what I need to do to accomplish my goals. My schoolwork has improved. My language skills have improved. I feel better about myself, which helps me make the best choices for me. I'm not feeding my mind like I feed my body. If I'm not feeding my mind like I feed my body, then what the hell am I doing? I normally can't catch a live Swolecast since they're normally at around 2 a.m. my time, so I catch it later or just get the cliff notes on TikTok. So thank you, man. Thank you, James. Thanks for posting. So some grunts for James. James is not dead. James is alive. Yow. Some grunting from James. So that's a nice to know that when people are quiet, they're not always falling off. And that's something that I've learned too, is we get so many people in the Swole fam, so many different backgrounds. Some people are very vocal and they're posting often and they're always doing something. They're always jumping in comments. Some people are very, very involved. And then other people aren't, quote, as involved. And it's important to remember that each little avatar, each little name on the comments, each one of you has a whole life. You got a schedule, you have family and friends and people, you have likes, dislikes, passions, desires, fears, you have all that stuff. There's a lot of shit going on in each little person's avatar. There's a lot of little things going on. There's a lot of stuff going on in each person's name. Behind every little screen name, there's a lot of stuff going on. So just because someone's not up in everyone's business, or you might not be front facing and all loud and screaming and doing all this shit, doesn't mean that you're not crushing it. So good for you, James. Glad you're still fucking getting it on. Glad you're fucking getting it on. I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Here's another quote, quiet. A little quiet story for the Swole fam. This one's from Kat. Let me just zoom this out. So she says, "Hey fam, so today I decided to tackle my fitness needs, so I moved shit into my storage unit to make way for my home gym. Months ago, this would be unheard of as my heart is weak. I was born with a hole in it and too much strain can hurt my heart. However, my obesity was hurting it more. Today is an accomplishment for me because even though my heart hurt, it didn't feel like it was going to burst or I was about to have an attack. It's all thanks to my Swole fam and the pillars that encourage me to be better. I know I'm very quiet in the Facebook and podcast YouTube channels, but I'm fighting the good fight with you all. Now I have the beginnings of my baby home gym that will grow. I included pics of all the stuff I lugged into the storage unit by myself, my baby gym, and myself. You rock fam, biceps, and gorillas." So grunts and chest pounds and some nipple pinching for Kat. So good shit. Make sure you take care of that heart. Take care of that heart. I know it didn't feel like it was going to burst, which is a good thing, but be careful. Don't push it. But I have to say that just because I don't want your heart to explode. I don't want to feel, oh my God, I told her push her. You could do it, Kat. You're the expert and her heart exploded. No, I'm kidding. That's good. You're getting stronger, you're getting more confident, and you're living your life. And that's important. Everyone's thinking about biceps and abs and weight loss, and that's great. And she lost weight, which helped because her heart has less strain, so it's more able to handle daily activities. But those are the wins that are really exciting for me. It's great to lose weight, like she said. It's great to look better, but to just function. Think about what you take for granted. If you're trying to move stuff into your closet, you might be like, hey, I'm going to move stuff into the closet. And then Kat's over here. That's something that was never even an option because of fatigue, because of obesity, because of her heart condition or her situation. You want to say it. So we take things for granted, but it's not necessarily weight loss itself or losing 20 pounds. It's not necessarily fitting in a bikini. It's not necessarily, it can be those just normal activities for daily living. And that's what this is really all about. That's why it's a lifestyle. That's why it's a 7 pillars. That's why it's about the quality of your life and those things decreasing pain. That's what's really super exciting for me when someone says, I don't have pain anymore. I don't wake up and have discomfort. That's a major change. Like all of a sudden your life is different if you don't have pain, if you're waking up and you don't have back pain or neck pain, if you can move stuff into your garage and you can do things that normally were inhibitive to you, that you have to wait for someone else to do it. You know, people that need to get help to wipe their own ass or to carry groceries upstairs. Those are things that we take for granted that all of a sudden you can't. You're like, shit. It's like when your car battery dies and then you need a jump and you don't have cables. Oh my God, you have to depend on other people. That's what it's like. You have to depend on someone else to walk. You have to depend on someone else to make your food. If you're going to get fast food, oh, what's available? I'm traveling. I don't know what to eat. Well, if you don't do an elimination, you don't know what foods are good for you. You can't go to a supermarket and choose. So you're just at the whim of whatever fast food you have present. If you're dieting properly, if you're eating your nutrition properly, you can fast. You can go without eating for 10 hours, no problem. You're getting quality fats. You're getting quality proteins. You understand that you can function without eating for extended periods of time and you're totally fine. It's actually good for you. And then you start adjusting a little bit different how you live your life. You don't always have to revolve everything around food. You don't always have to be putting something in your mouth. It's good for your body to not fucking eat. It's good. Give your body a break. It gives a lot of liberty. If you're not worried about eating all the time, you really do have a lot more brain space to focus on shit. It's really good for focus because your body, it's kind of like hunting. Your body is focused. Your body is zoned in when you don't have food. If you have food in your stomach, you get more lazy. You get more just sluggish because you're in digestion mode. It's kind of like the feast and famine type thing. If you don't have food in your stomach, your body is more alert because in the woods, you'd be looking for food if you didn't have food in your stomach. So you're just able to hyper focus. It's just a common sense, like evolution thing. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Thrive, motherfucker. Thrive, motherfucker. Thrive, motherfucker. Thrive. Thrive, motherfucker. Thrive. Easy tire. Aziter. People really do take things for granted. That's where mindfulness can step in. Honor what you have and take care of what needs to be taken care of. Boom. Slim, David Goggins had a hole in his heart too. Yeah, he's a fucking beast. All right, so what does that mean? That means Cat, it's time to go. You're going for the Navy SEALs, right? Navy SEALs, that's your next move because you have a hole in your heart. And now you have to join the Navy SEALs. So you're going to go from moving shit into your small gym to the Navy. Apparently, that's what Slim says. You're just like David Goggins, so now you got to do that. You better put your shoes on, go for a run, and you got to film Instagram videos while you're running too, like every day. So you better. It's time for you to step up your fucking game. Oh yeah. Good for you, Mario. I'm so excited. I just finished the first phase of Swole season yesterday, and the gains I made are awesome. I love it, and now it's time for phase 2, the gain train. We'll post in the fam when I have a day off. Oh, good for you, bro. Gwendol, I have to do a brain gains before going to work. See you, fam. Good for you. Good shit. I think we're ready for some more brain gains this week, right? Got some more brain gains coming. Got some more. Does she run until she pees blood? Yeah, let's not have Coca-Cola piss. I heard that podcast when he was talking about how his piss looked like Coca-Cola. Oh, gross. Look, David Goggins is the type of person that's really impressive, and it's nice to be inspired by. But fuck being like that. That's that next level of okay. That's too. I wouldn't say it's not my thing. That's to the nth degree. That's to the nth degree. I'm not necessarily, it depends. But when you start really, really damaging your body over it, that's a little bit. Those endurance things, it's just so not my thing. It's really hard to comprehend it. Brutal. That guy's fucking just murdered his body. But he's also transformed his and thousands and thousands of other people. He's super beast. Super beast. Yeah, he's like psychotic level. Everyone knows it, but but it's psychotic to the point of like it's impressive and it's inspiring. It's inspiringly psychotic. As long as you compartmentalize it and realize, okay, that is just there's intensity, there's discipline, there's all those things, and then there's like Goggins. And that's his thing though, right? Be extraordinary amongst ordinary or amongst extraordinary men, that kind of thing, which is true, and he is. So look, let him do it. It's good shit. It's good shit to get inspired. But anyway, Cat's the new Cat Goggins. Cat Goggins, everybody. Introducing Cat Goggins. Dun, 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 dun. Definitely need to do brain gains before work with all the jabronis I work with. Hee. Fucking jabronis. I remember working with jabronis. Now I work with all you jabronis. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I know. All right. I know. But yeah, we got some jabronis in the audience sometimes. Some of you are jabronis. Some of you. You guys want some more brain gains? I need some biceps and gorillas in the comments. Think about it. Just think about it. Can we get more yin yoga from Alex? Sure. We're getting more classes from everyone. For those of you that are in X, remember we got the chair yoga series. We got some more express classes. We got a lot of stuff coming. So we have a lot of classes coming. So we're gonna have a big yoga release soon, like a big one. And we'll talk more about that on the podcast, but we'll talk more about that in the next accountability meeting probably too. Is it weird to feel awkward to post in the group because it feels like my problems are more mental health than weight related? Is this your first time on the? It's not your first time on the podcast. Is it weird to feel awkward? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people felt uncomfortable when they first posted, or if it's a sensitive thing. Mental health is everything. That's pillar number 6, mindfulness. It's as equally, if not more important than the weight related issues, because that's going to create those walls or those limitations for you to lose weight, for you to manage your weight, for you to gain weight, lose weight, adjust your nutrition. If you don't have the right mindset, none of the other stuff is going to work. So everyone that's, how many of you, let's just do this now. How many of you that have shared in the group, how many of you were nervous or hesitant at first? It's unlike any other group that you've been a part of. And it's not normal for having this type of community anywhere online, especially Facebook. So it's not a normal thing, which is why it stands out so much, is because everyone is here for the right fucking reasons and for the same reasons. So it's very normal to feel a little bit hesitant, but that's even more important to post. And that's the thing about the 7 pillars, is some are going to be more important to you than others. And what it means is, it doesn't mean that some are more important. It just means that some of them you're going to have to, you might have a couple of them really locked down, but then 1 or 2 might be something that, I really struggle with this one. I really struggle with that one. So you're going to have strong points and weak points. For me, nutrition is a strong point for me. Training, that's a strong point for me. Community, that's a strong point for me. For me, personally, recovery is very strong in some ways and weaker in other ways. Like, I'm always working on getting good quality sleep. I'm trying to do mobility as often as I can. I'm really focused always on 4. I'm really focusing on 4, 4, 4 a lot, which is really important. That's why it's in the middle, because everything kind of goes around. There are a lot of reasons for the pillars and for the order as well. You have community and you have consistency, like a sandwich tying everything together, and you have that rock right in the middle of recovery. So everything kind of like, is stable around it. So then you have your mindfulness and your mobility, and then you have your training and nutrition on the left of that, or like on the other sides. So everything is really tight around that. That's what she said. So in terms of, and a lot of stuff fuels and feeds to recovery. Nutrition has to do with recovery. Proper programming and training goes to recovery. Mobility training goes towards recovery. Mindfulness is part of recovery. So you have a lot of things that feed into that recovery section. There's a lot of aspects of the other pillars. So the pillars are individual, but they also support one another. And the strength of each one is important for the strength of the others. So it's very integrated. But you all probably know that, just to give a little more context. This one's from Jessica. And she says, well, fam, let's talk about this. Well, it's week 4. Hold on a second. There we go. Zoom in. Well, it's week 4, day 3 for me, accountability time. Thanks to my father-in-law's birthday this last weekend, I ingested a ton of light beer, a small piece of cake, 2 sugary coffees, and some bread with artichoke dip. Some bad habits leaked into Monday as well. Ugh. I always set myself up for success at home, but when I leave my space, I tend to go off the rails. I find that dumbass excuse, oh well, it's an occasion, popping up when I go to things like that. It felt like Christmas week all over again. Was down 3.2 pounds. Now I'm only at a net of 1 pound loss. At home, I've been pretty disciplined. I do all my grocery shopping online. We order Butcher Box, and I plan my meal or 2 in the AM. I don't even keep crap like cake in the house because I used to have a horrible sweet tooth, and that's how I got up to where I am. I also invented this amazing protein shake for workout days, and oh my God, powdered protein is so disgusting compared to this. I threw it all away like a year ago, but missed how easy a drink in my stomach was before a workout. I also hate pre-workout that isn't coffee, and it makes me jittery, tingly as fuck. My workouts have been awesome. My significant other even noticed my baby muscles, apparently mostly on my legs and ass. Ha ha ha. Love the pull ignite a lot, and that's a workout inside the 90-day dash in Swolenormous X. For those that don't know, the biggest pillars for focus this weekend will be nutrition and mindfulness. Hashtag do more, do better. Do more, do better. So I appreciate this post, Jessica, because it goes into a lot of what your week or your last week or a week that you remember vividly was like, or an experience. This is what happens to a lot of people. It's what happens to a lot of people. You go to a birthday, you go to a work function, you go to something that with someone that you haven't seen in a while, and all of a sudden you have this justification. Okay, now it's okay because this hasn't happened before or it hasn't happened in a while. And when you start making justifications, it goes down, you can go down a rabbit hole. You can go down that vicious cycle where it just keeps on avalanching and cascading, and it just leads to another excuse, and it gives you justification for another excuse. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the same way that the legal system works. So if you have a precedent, it's like, well, we have to vote this way because remember Johnny v. James back in, 1955? Well, they voted in favor of this, so there's a precedent for this. There's a precedent that other people made a terrible decision in the past. Oh, shocker. You mean people made shitty decisions hundreds of years ago? Oh, let's base all our, in 2020, let's refer to a precedent that was set in 1960 when we didn't even have, we barely had telephones. We had cars. Now we have the internet. We have all these different things. We have all this different, society is 1,000% different. And all of a sudden we're referring to these old legal guidelines. Anyway, it reminds me of a precedent. If you set that precedent in your mind, you give yourself the excuse or the reason, okay, the justification, I can eat this because of this. Then the next instance, you're going to justify it again. You're creating a habit and you're doing it again and you're reinforcing it. Oh, well, when I go to these sporting events, it's okay to eat and drink these things. Oh, when I go to an event and I watch these sporting events at a friend's place, it's okay because it's Sunday. It's okay because it's the Super Bowl. It's okay because it's Monday Night Football. It's okay because it's happy hour. It's okay because I'm tired. It's okay because I'm stressed. It's okay because someone passed away. It's okay because I had a long day at work. It's okay because it's my birthday. It's okay because it's someone else's fucking birthday. It's okay. Is it? You start to see how it's not just, it's a once in a while thing. Not really. You're pretty much doing that type of thing and justifying all throughout your day and all throughout your life. You only notice it once in a while when you're conscious of it, which is why mindfulness training and practicing your brain gains is so important, because if you're more aware of these impulses and these reasonings, you're going to notice that when they arise and you're going to ignore them. You're going to see, oh, that's just more bullshit. And then it goes away and then you go on with your life. That's literally how this works. You're going to have these thoughts and these justifications popping up all the time. It's the bacteria in your gut. It's these little cravings. It's the fact that you're tired. It's the fact that you're thirsty. It's the fact that you're actually hungry for food. It's the fact that you're bored and your mind can wander. If you address more where these thoughts come from, it literally makes it so much easier. If you practice your fucking brain gains, I'm telling you, you practice that, your nutrition gets better. You're more aware of all these impulses because you see them almost in slow motion. It's like they knock at the door in your brain first, like, hey, Kai, come in. I'm like, oh, I know you. No, it's cool. They're like Jehovah's Witnesses in your brain. They're like, oh my God, just leave the book. Just leave it. Leave it. Just get on your bike. Just go. Just go. Go. Just go. Leave me alone. Go peddle your wares elsewhere. Logan, I did an elimination diet back in December, a few weeks before Christmas. Everyone at work told me it was the worst time to do something like that, but there will always be some excuse not to do it. There's always a better time, isn't there? There's always a better time. There's always a better time. It's never the right time. Oh, we can wait till Monday. Oh, we can put that off. Oh, it's not important today. Oh, we'll do it tomorrow. There's always a better time. Always a better time. Do it now. If it's something that's worth doing, period, do it now. If you could do it now, do it now. It's easy to also overwhelm yourself and try to do too much in one day or do too much at one time. It's very easy to overwhelm yourself. And I tend to do that too. I tend to try to do too much in a day. And I don't realize that, oh, there's only so much I can do in a day. Why? Because there's only so much time. And I don't go that fast with certain things. And that's it. You have to learn, you have to be happy and okay with getting X amount done and not getting everything done. Because it's not easy to set aside time for mobility and for meditation and for training that's why these are habits that have to be built. That's why we forge the pillars. You don't just receive them like, you just earn them. You're entitled to having the 7 pillars all formed and all locked in. And no, you're not granted anything. You have the ability to forge your pillars, but you're not entitled to them. You have to work at it. You got to work, work, work. This is from Jacob. This is from Jacob. It's just difficult sometimes. My mother-in-law always complains about gaining weight, but when I tell her food quality and exercise is everything, she blames it on her thyroid and back. I told her about mobility training and the elimination diet, but it always ends in me getting told to leave it alone. I just do not know sometimes. Hopefully she will get it one day. Until then, keep crushing, fam. Love you all. My mother-in-law always complains about gaining weight, but then when I tell her food quality and exercise is everything, is important, she blames it on her thyroid and her back. Well, if you didn't eat shit food and you exercise, you probably wouldn't have thyroid problems. And you probably wouldn't have back pain because you're all that inflammation and all the fucking shit that you're eating and the lack of exercise and the compensations and the repetitive movement patterns. It's so hard when there's people in your life that you know an answer. Like when you know based on experience, right? You're the expert. You are the expert. So when you have people in your life and you know better and you want to help them, you want to give them the advice like, hey, I know I've done this and it works really well. You should do it too. Nah, it's my thyroid. Nah, it's my back. Well, why do you think your thyroid's fucked up and why do you think your back's fucked up? Sure, there are probably other genetic reasons for a thyroid, but it's probably because of 30, 40, 50 years of abuse and neglect because you didn't take care of yourself. You don't just magically have failing organs. You don't just magically have that. Usually, if that's genetic, it's going to be something that's happening since you were younger, or it's like it runs in the family. And I'm sure that happens. I'm not an expert in thyroid, but a lot of your shit gets damaged. Your liver gets fucked up when you're drinking all the time. Your lungs get fucked up if you're smoking all the time. It just makes sense. And the organs that manage your metabolism and your endocrine system are going to get fucked up if you're fucking your mouth with shit food for 4 decades. Why is that so shocking to people? Why is that so shocking that you can fuck up your body? We don't want to blame junk food because we're addicted. You get all these websites and shit on Instagram and YouTube about cheat meals and that's okay. And the dollar store 10,000 cheat day. People don't understand that the quality of the food fucks people up. Why do you think people have diabetes? I'm serious. Why do you think people have diabetes? Do you think it's just because of caloric excess? Is that only the reason? Is that only the reason? Because you don't have to be obese to have type 2 diabetes. It's the food. It's the quality. It's the fucking quality. It's the quality. It's the quality of the fucking food. Stop eating Pop-Tarts, you fucking morons. Stop eating that shit. Some people that exercise, oh, it's okay to eat it. Yeah, because you're training so fucking hard, your body actually sends it someplace. It's still not good for you. It's not improving your wellness. It's not improving your health. You're just treading water. You're getting by. You're getting by. You're getting a pass because you're counterbalancing it with so much training that your body can manage that kind of bullshit a little bit better. Okay? It can manage the bullshit a little bit better. And some people can manage that kind of bullshit better than others. That's genetics and that's just individualization. So if you're training so fucking hard, but usually people that do that, they usually don't look that good. Or they're not being transparent online with how much they're actually cheating. A lot of people look like they're having cheat meals all the fucking time. Well, when you're taking anabolics that ramp up your metabolism like fucking crazy, or your protein synthesis and all this stuff, and chances are you're not doing it as often. You're probably doing it very infrequently, but your concentration of posts online make it look like you're fucking eating crap all the time. It's stupid. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. You're not gonna be able to fucking get away with eating shit for that long. And life can be long sometimes. So, look, I used to eat a lot more shit. And does that mean that I used to eat shit? I talk about that all the time. Now you might say, well, you ate all that crap, or you used to eat crap too, and a lot more shit, and look at you now. Sure. But at the same time, I don't know if that's going to have effects in the future. Maybe that set me back more than it needed to. Most people can't get out of that routine. Most people can't get out of that cycle. That's what makes it more and more important. That's why it makes this message more and more impactful. People underestimate drastically or dramatically, however you want to say it. People underestimate the effects of these habits and these excuses that they allow for themselves. My wife complains about feeling like shit, then eats fast food. She won't listen. That's why I do my own thing. Jesus Christ. See, I don't like that because those are annoying people. I know it's your wife, but that's fucking annoying. It's like if you're gonna complain, shut the fuck up. Do you tell her to shut the fuck up? It might not go over well, but I would. If Mama Swolio complained about feeling like shit and she was eating like crap, I would tell her that she's fucking full of shit. We're so brutally honest with each other. It's bullshit. That's fucked up. How do you deal with morbidly obese in-laws who literally try to sabotage you and your boyfriend's food? Just cut them out completely? Yeah, if they don't listen, if they don't respect you as an individual and your request, if you're like, no, thank you, I'm not eating that. If they keep on trying to, then just don't spend time with them. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't care if you're related or if I don't care if they pushed your boyfriend out of their vagina and pee-pee. Think about it. Ooh, we made your boyfriend eat this food. No. Fuck you. You're not dating them, you're dating your boyfriend. He's the one that should tell them to go fuck themselves. No one can make you eat. No one can make you eat. It's a choice. It's also your choice to let it bother you too. Just ignore it. Like you make your choices, and then if they keep on, be like, I'm done. Enough. Oh my God, I know, John. John says, out of sight, out of mind. Prior to processed food, people ate real food daily. Are long gone. Most people can't even fathom going through the day without a Subway sandwich, thinking it's healthy. Oh, can you imagine thinking that a Subway sandwich? I used to eat those things. God, I can't even think about putting something that comes from Subway in my mouth. Oh my God, I used to have Subway all the time. I'm sure a lot of you did. And this is like, it was like 15 years ago. Yeah, like 15 years ago, I was eating, that was a period, it was a college, right after college and stuff like that. It's not an excuse, but it's also the internet was younger. I didn't have as good information. I wasn't aware as much. It's still not an excuse, but information wasn't as accessible. I also wasn't as much into, I wasn't as into the health aspect. I wasn't into the longevity aspect of training as much as I want to get huge. So that's when it was about, for me, that's when it was all about the calories. That's when it was all about the calories. It's all about I never played the macro. I never played the macro game. I did like the classic bodybuilder thing. It was about the total calories and how much protein. Oh, am I getting enough protein? It was like, okay, protein and calories. I'm eating enough calories. I'm getting X amount of protein per pound or kilogram of body weight. And that was like it, carbs, fat. It was always like kind of, I don't think it was necessarily low fat. It was just fat wasn't, I didn't consider it really. It was just more about the carbs and the protein. Ugh. Ah, Subway. Say it ain't so. Subway. Everyone did. Subway eat fresh yoga mats. That's a good example of what Subway is. Subway meat is recycled yoga mat. That's what happens when you go to these studios where the yoga mats are kind of peeling. Like if you rent them, when they start breaking down, when they're free rentals or they're dollar rentals, for people that don't bring their own yoga mat, they send them to this place, and it's a Subway recycling center. And then Subway turns it into turkey. They turn it into chicken. They layer it and they make their chicken. They put their little grill marks on it. True story. Jen, Subway is gross. I used to eat a foot long all the time. I'm sure you did. I had to. If you're gonna drop something like that in the comments, I'm gonna jump all over it. That's what she said. Let's see how far we can take this. That's what she said. Oh, this coffee is good. Tastes really good going down. That's what she said. Yow. Yow. All right, I'm done with this one. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for that. This round of comedy is brought to you by Jen Henry. Hey, Jen Henry. Congratulations. I need to get some new fart sounds. I'm very consistent. Everyone's like, man, this guy farts the same exact way every time. He's so good at that. He is like Le Petomaine. No one's going to get that one. One person will. I can't imagine using someone else's sweaty yoga mat. Well, they wipe them down. They wipe them down with eucalyptus and tea tree oil. I used to get Subway every payday. Now I just buy groceries and bring my lunch to work every day. That's a good move. All right, we got some. All right, here we go. Let's get the fam together. Everyone, gather up now. Gather up now. We got a post. We someone needs some help. Swole fam, assemble, assemble, Swole fam, assemble. Here we go. This one is from Shane, or we can call him Shan. Hello, Shan. All right, this one's from Shane, and Shane says, cough not included. Good morning, fam. I need some help, motivation, advice, etc. I am almost on week 6 of my elimination diet, and I'm now sick as hell. Just didn't know what to do physically or what to eat differently being sick to help my recovery, especially since all of a sudden I'm having cravings to eat anything and everything. I know it's just because I'm sick, but I'm looking to see if I overconsume as I have reduced my daily caloric intake as well than I'm normally doing now, that it's helping recovery and not just me fucking my face hole with dirty AIDS dicks. Thanks a lot, fam. And if you're new, dirty AIDS dicks is our code word for junk food. So drop this in the comment below what you would suggest. What would you recommend for Shane on elimination? Now, of course, an elimination diet depends. So Shane, if you're watching, or if anyone's, if you want to follow up on that, because in the group, this is available. So this post is a recent post. So after, whenever we go live here, make sure that you go and you check out the fam and address some of these posts. That way you can give a little bit more context and we can have a little bit more, conversation. But I agree with what Nicholas is saying, bone broth. With the elimination diet, the reason why when you're sick, or one of the reasons why when your body is under stress, it's under attack, your body might feel like it needs fuel. You want sugar, you want energy. Your body needs stuff to fight these invaders, whatever's going on. But if you're dehydrated, usually you need fluid. Remember, if you're hungry or if you are thirsty, your body's going to trigger hunger. So usually you just need a lot of fucking water. A lot of water. Broth is really good. Bone broth is excellent, like grass-fed bone broth if you can. That's excellent. So I'll let everyone else drop that in the comments below. Jimmy P says, I was sick for about 19 hours. For about 19 hours last week. I timed it. Killed it with a cup of warm bone broth. Bam. Nicholas says, recovered, don't train. Bone broth, high-dense vitamin, fruits, and veggies. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Everyone's saying bone broth, bone broth, bone broth. I concur. I concur. I concur. That's what I would do. I'm actually going to make some more bone broth today. I need to do a new batch. New batch. A new batch, bro. This one is good. This one's a good one to finish on. I think the last one I got for today. Oscar. What's up, Oscar? I don't know if you're watching live. Usually you do. Sorry, fam. I love it. The F period, A period, M period. The fit acceptance movement. Haven't posted in a while. Been low-key and working my ass off in the gym every day. Hashtag no days off. When you live your life by the 7 pillars, then the world seems to be a better place. I feel like I handle office stress way better now because I grind myself to a fine pulp that I don't have the energy to focus on nonsense. Stay driven, fam. Oh. Good shit, Oscar. Thanks for dropping a line. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. The pillars work. The pillars are great just for focus themselves. If you're focusing and you're staying on it, the pillars are great for just the straight up focus. The straight up focus on the things that are most important. And that's where a lot of people get lost, is that you're focusing on shit that's just not as important in the moment. There's some things that are going to go a lot further. There's some things that are going to take you a lot further. But a lot of times, if you're working at too high of a level and you're not focusing on the basics enough, you forget the things that are actually going to get you the most results long term. And those things like meditation, proper scheduling, proper recovery, focusing on your nutrition, you don't have to worry about measuring your macros. If you're focusing on giving yourself the right fuel, that's the fundamental approach. And the rest of the shit's going to work itself out more often than not. You're not going to necessarily crush and have a success every single day. But what you're going to have are those daily wins and those daily progresses that over the long term are going to lead to those solid fucking results. Mario says, this is the most messed up and difficult phase if you go through it, and we'll crush it after. Lots of bone broth with lemongrass and garlic helps lots. You are the expert. Way to go, Oscar. Ooh, green protein smoothies. Christina, I don't know about that. Maybe. Appreciate the feedback. There you go, Pedro. Soup, steak, sweet potatoes, and the rest. Do some brain gains. Steak. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. My freezer right now, my freezer is so fucking packed. My freezer is so fucking packed with frozen fruit and just meat. I cannot fit, right now, I cannot fit another thing in the freezer. Literally, I do not think there's room for one more thing. Maybe if I put a Slim Jim, if I put a piece of beef jerky, I could fit some shit in there. Maybe a piece of beef jerky. One piece. That's about it. Everything else is just, it's so packed. It's literally bursting at the seams. Let's see. Jimmy P. No shit. I started feeling sick, drank bone broth throughout the rest of the day, woke up fine. It was eye-opening. Sugar and all that Sprite, soup, and crackers bullshit feeds illness. Real food heals. Remember that when you were sick or nauseous, you'd be like, oh, have some ginger ale, eat some saltines. Fucking gross. You want to give yourself Sprite and soda and shit? You want to give your body more problems to deal with? You want to give your body things that it actually has to fucking fight in addition? Fuck that shit. That's the fucking poison. That's the fucking poison, goddamn Sprite. Sprite's one of those super, super, super syrupy sodas. I used to bartend. A lot of you probably bartended too. You know, that's kind of like the thing that people normally do after college. It's one of those, transient jobs you kind of do on the side. In addition, I was doing it with personal training and stuff like that. And I remember, when you change out that was one of the grossest things. Being a bartender and working, doing stuff like that really reinforced. This was when I was already dieting. I was already doing stuff. I never drank that kind of shit. I always brought my meals behind the bar and stuff like that when I had breaks. Like I was already bodybuilding and stuff at that time. But I remember when you change out the soda machines, you get that box. If you don't know, you have a box, like a big cardboard box where it has a tap in it. And it's just pure syrup. It's just pure sugar. It's pure high fructose corn syrup pretty much. And I'll say Sprite on the big cardboard box. And you tap it into you actually kind of like hook it up to the soda machine or to the gun, and then you have carbonated water or whatever that it mixes with it. So you have that mix and it carbonates that syrup. That's all it is. Carbonated water and syrup. So you get that fucking shit box mix. It's just literally just sugar, syrup, and it'll be good forever. It'll stay on that shelf for a fucking decade. And you just hook it up to carbonated water and boom, you got Sprite. I remember I would test it because you'd have to make sure it was good. Oh, here's a story. You ready for this? This is one of the times when, I guess it's one of those when, and I'm sure you had this too, and you could drop this in the comments, those memories. Everyone's got a memory, I think. I think everyone's got one of those real impactful memories where you remember one of those pivotal moments where you realized how refined your taste buds have gotten or how unhealthy people are. So I get these here's an example. Here's an example. when I was doing that, one day I had filled back up, or I attached the new Sprite box, hooked up the line and stuff like that, and then you'd have to test it. So what I would do is I would usually just like put it in my mouth and spit it out. I wouldn't even swallow it because it was so disgusting. But I would have to make sure that it was balanced properly. So I remember the first time I did it. So I was like, oh, and they were showing me, okay, you have to do this, and this is how this machine works. And then, okay, it's pretty standard. And then you did it, and then I was like, oh my God, that's fucking disgusting. It was so syrupy. And then the other bartender took like a cup and we're like, oh shoot. He put it under like the thing, and then, like, no, that's good. And I almost vomited. I almost vomited when the person said, oh no, that's good. That's like that. No, that's right on. And I couldn't believe how disgusting it tasted to me. It was so gross. It was so syrupy. It didn't taste like any memory of Sprite that I ever had, because at that point I hadn't drank soda in a long time. It didn't taste like anything that I've ever had. Nothing. Didn't taste like anything that I've ever had in my life when it came to Sprite. So this memory of lemon lime soda or having Sprite, it didn't even compute. It didn't even compute. It didn't hit. It didn't remember. Like my brain, my memory of what Sprite was going to taste like was way the fuck off. Way off. I don't do sugar. And I don't do sweet stuff. I used to eat a lot of Sour Patch Kids. It's terrible. That's probably one of the worst things that you could possibly fucking get. That's probably one of the worst candies you could possibly buy, because it's literally the most concentrated shit with shit on top of it. Not only do they compress fucking Jello sugar into those little fucking kids, then they cover with more sugar. And I can't believe I'm disgusted that I used to eat that shit. I haven't had a cavity in like fucking years. Every time I go to the dentist, they're like, oh, your teeth keep on getting better. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. I go to the eye doctor, like, whatever you're doing, just keep on doing. You're like the healthiest eyes we've ever seen in terms of like, it's just my nutrition. I used to have cavities because when you eat a lot of sugar and you eat that kind of stuff, more bacteria grow in those little cavities, and some people's teeth get more cavities than others. Used to really fuck my shit up. I don't have any issues. Very low sugar. So now when I want my sugar, or I want my treat, my fruit, I don't even call it a treat. It's not a fucking treat. I'm not a dog. But when I have that, it's berries, like frozen berries, and I'll eat that. And it tastes so sweet. It tastes sour. You want Sour Patch Kids? Just have some fucking raspberries. That's the best. Frozen raspberries. It tastes like a Sour Patch Kid. It's like ice cream. I eat frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries. I love it. It's like ice cream, and it's fruit. And it's low glycemic. It's tons of good shit. Low impact on the blood sugar. Digests well. I love berries. I love it. But if you buy fresh berries, they go bad in a day and they're overpriced. Especially if you're trying to buy organic. So frozen. Frozen. Anyway, that's my thing. Point being, I can't eat that candy anymore. It's too hyper sweetened. It's too fake. I don't need that kind of shit to get my like sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. No, you don't. You have a sugar addiction. I have a sweet tooth. You have a sugar addiction. You probably have a fucking cavity. If that's why if your tooth tastes sweet, if you have a sweet tooth, you should go get that checked out, because you have so much sugar in your fucking tooth that it's going to wear it away. I have a sweet tooth. No, you probably have you're just a fucking fat ass. I have a sweet tooth. You're just a fat fuck. Slim, I went to the movies last night. The clerk looked at me like I had two heads when I asked for water and not soda. I love frozen berries. Christina, I wish I had your determination. I don't eat sugar much, but I'm not 100% still fighting myself. It's insane how addictive it is. It is addictive because your body is designed to go after sugar. Your body is designed to go after that. It's calories. That's what your body will get in the summer. You'll be picking fruit in nature. You'll be picking fruit longer days, more energy is needed. And storage, more energy is needed so you can calorie up for the winter when there isn't fruit available. There's no fruit and vegetables available in the winter. So you're going to have to be eating a lot more protein and fat when you're hunting in the winter when there's no fruit, no vegetables available. So anyone that thinks like animal products are the enemy, you would have died. How are you going to live through a winter without animal products? Like, you fucking need your fat and you need your protein. In the summer, there's more carbs available. You don't got carbs in the winter. Where the fuck are your carbs in the snow? In the winter, where are you getting your carbs from? Humans. Where are you getting carbs from? Trees? You're going to eat bark? No, you're going to hunt. And you're going to eat nose to tail. You're going to eat lots of protein and fat. And that's what you're going to get in the winter. In the summer, you're going to get all the juicy fruits and the bananas and berries and pick all that stuff. You're going to get all that good shit. You're going to get all that good shit. So the reason, or one of the reasons why people put on a lot of fat is because when you're eating a lot of carbs and you're eating a lot of sugar, when you're eating a lot of those things in our society, it's concentrated. So it's amplified. It's nuclear. But in nature, when you're eating a lot of carbs, your body is trying to store fat for the winter. It's trying to store fat. It's trying to store fat when you're eating carbs. Think about it. When you're trying to fuel up, your body is trying to put on as much fuel and pack away as much fuel as possible. So when the winter rolls around, you can survive. Okay? So we don't have seasons. We're just eating all the fucking time. And then when you stop eating carbs, your body is like, cool, now let's hold on to the fat because now we must not have food available. And then it's harder to lose weight. I'm not saying, keto is a whole different thing, but that's why people that just go into caloric restriction, they're still eating carbs. That's why they don't fucking lose weight or they bonk out and they have all these issues because your body thinks that winter is coming. Your body thinks like winter is coming. We don't have carbs or we have less calories. So your body's trying to store fat. That's why it's easy to store fat. That's what your body wants to do. It's trying to put energy away. It's trying to, but usually you don't. Trying to. It's trying to put away fat. It's trying to store fat. It wants to. Your body wants to take it. Your body wants energy. Oh God. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, Mario, I remember when I used to be obese 8 to 9 years ago, I used to blend beans, lentils, and mayonnaise together, get a whole Italian bread and a big salami and eat that shit. Oh, it's gross as fuck, bro. That's fucking gross. Oh, that's gross. Oh, that's so fucking gross, man. That's fucking nasty, man. Oh my God, I'm just gonna fucking go Cheech and Chong mode and it's fucking gross, man. It's fucking gross, man. Wow. You almost made me straight vomit in my fucking mouth. That's fucking disgusting. Lentils make me nauseous thinking about them. I don't understand the taste of lentils. They just pretty much make me feel like vomiting just thinking about it. Thank you for sharing. God, it's fucking gross. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. We'll be back after these messages. Wow. Like I fucking felt that. I feel that in my soul. That hurts. That fucking hurts. That's some nasty shit, dude. That's some nasty shit. That's a good memory. Hey, if you want to think about, you can think about dirty AIDS dicks, or you can think about blending lentil beans and mayonnaise. Diana, any thoughts on why we have gone as a society from considering 40 pounds overweight to being abnormal and obese and considering 400 pounds overweight to be normal? Well, I don't think anyone, I don't know if anyone is considering 400 pounds to be normal. That's really big. I don't know about, no, I don't know about that. I mean, I know conceptually, I know what you mean. I don't know. I don't think 400 pounds is considered normal because anyone that looks 400 pounds is like, when you see these big women, usually they're like 250. I mean, that's beyond normal. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Why we have gone? The reason why we have gone to considering it normal, because it is more normal to be obese, because we do not want to give up our addictions. We do not want to take responsibility for the fact that we are eating shit food. People are so fundamentally addicted. You think about it, you've been drinking milk, processed milk, you've been eating processed grains and shit fucking cereal since you were 3. It's like religion. All right, I'm gonna lay this down for you, and if you're offended, go fuck yourself. It's like religion. Food is like religion. You grew up with Cocoa Puffs. You grew up with religion. You're indoctrinated. You were brainwashed. That's literally what is happening. Okay, you've been brainwashed since you were 3 with religion, with all aspects of society, including food. You have these ingrained beliefs and you believe them before you even have thought. You don't know not to believe them. You don't know to think for yourselves because you've just been programmed that way. My computer doesn't know anything but whatever it knows through the veil of, or the lens of, the Mac operating system. Okay? That's how my computer processes information, through that operating system. And you are doing it through Christianity or Catholicism or whatever you believe, right? In terms of religion, and Rice Krispies, Cheerios, Cocoa Puffs, Fruity Pebbles, just different forms of sugar and shit. So you grew up with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on Wonder Bread, and you have this strong connection because you fucking literally created your cells and your body on that shit. You have memories of it. Everything in the past seems more like amazing than it does now, than it really was. Okay? I mean, like fucking hell. People are eating shit because you've always eaten shit. But what am I going to put in my coffee? Maybe you're going to drink coffee and not have to put jizz in it. Maybe that's how you make your coffee. But what am I going to put? But what am I going to put on my sandwich? Maybe you don't eat a fucking sandwich. Maybe you stop fucking your face hole with gluten and grains and you eat some real goddamn food and you stop buying your shit at Subway. But it's dry. But my salad, it tastes so bland with dressing all over. Well, maybe you shouldn't be eating fucking shit, worthless, empty, devoid lettuce or fucking disgusting ass kale. And you can actually get some vegetables and make some shit that's actually going to give you some fucking value and not concentrated fucking metals and shit. It's the quality of the food. It's the quality of the food. You need to find the best vegetables out there. Some suck, some are better. Okay? Some might fuck you up, some are not going to. You need to find better foods. It's the quality. You're programmed. You're attached to these foods and you're attached. And here's the thing, you're attached to these foods and you don't know why. You just don't know why. You don't know why because it's happened before you were even able to formulate your own fucking thoughts. I mean, the cereal aisle is so fucking long. It's a whole fucking aisle. There's an aisle for cereal. There's an entire aisle in the supermarket. I mean, how many aisles in the supermarket are worthless? Worthless. You have an entire aisle of fucking cereal, like a whole row. Trash. Throw it out. You don't need that aisle. We have entire aisles for chips. We don't need that aisle. Get rid of it. The entire aisles for soda. Entire aisles, both sides. You don't need it. Conveniently, the soda's next to the chips. I wonder why. Oh, what an accident. You don't need those aisles. The entire aisles for bread, the entire fucking aisle, and all these fucking vegetable oils and palm oils and shit like that. That's all this bullshit fucking hydrogenated peanut butter trash. Fucking get rid of that fucking aisle and all their tortillas and garbage. And then there's candy. It's the same fucking bread aisle in my supermarket. Aisle after aisle after aisle after aisle after aisle after aisle are just worthless. Worthless, worthless, worthless foods. Like, worthless. You do not need them. I wonder why they're cheap. Because they're made cheaply and they last forever. Why do you think they're so fucking cheap? Because they're made cheaply. They're made with high fructose corn syrup. They're made with subsidized corn. They're made for pennies on the fucking dollar so they could sell them for fucking 99 cents. Oh my God, this bread is so affordable. Buy one, get one free for $3 fucking. Why do you get so much food for $3? Because it costs them dick shit to make. They're making 10,000% profit on your ass. Same with the pharmaceutical companies that are going to make money off their diabetic medication that they're giving you in 15 years. It is not rocket science. It's stupid fucking common sense. And it just goes to show how ignorant people are and how ignorant people allow themselves to continue being. That's why it frustrates me. And that's why I get pissed off, because it's one thing if you don't know. Okay, we're not exposed to this information. I think we all know that. We're not taught this. Why would we be taught this? It's bad for business. It's bad for business for these companies. But now that you know, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Now you know. Now you know, bitch. Now you fucking know. Now you fucking know. I think the food pyramid needs to be redone. Really? How would you redo it based on your expertise? Elimination diet. Real fucking food. Done. Fuck the pyramid. You don't need a pyramid. That's stupid as shit. Real fucking food. Teach kids how to cook. Don't even worry about a pyramid. That doesn't even matter. Kids don't even know how to make a fucking meal. You don't need a pyramid. People don't even know how to fucking cook. Teach them how to cook. Fuck the pyramid. Teach them how to cook real food, real meals. They don't need to know a pyramid when they're younger. They need to know how to cook, because you're not cooking fake shit. You're not cooking toast. No, teach them how to cook. Teach kids how to make food, make real meals. When they're older and you can teach them about the fucking pyramids. When they're children, you need to just give them the best things. Yes, of course, teach them, but fuck the pyramid. Everyone's trying to find a system. You don't have to have a kid doing elimination diet. Get the fucking shit out of there. But that pyramid, it's all based on carbs. It's terrible. Terrible. The food pyramid's the worst. The worst. Oh, fucking Christ. Fucking Christ. All right, fam. Let's get a little water break. Everyone, water. Water together. Here we go. Everyone, water break in 3, 2, schwam. Come on, kitty. Jesus Christ. Come on, kitty. Kitty. Come on. Water break, kitty. Come on, here we go. Water break. Eggplants and water droplets. If you want a water break. You want a water break, biche? You want the water break, biche? Do ya? Come on, biche. Come on, biche. Hey. Biche. Biche. Here we go. We're gonna go. We're gonna do it. You ready? Here we go, fam. Water break in 3, 2, 1. Don't forget to pinch your nips. Oh. Dance time. Come on, kitty. Good kitty. Yes. Good kitty. Yeah. I know. He's a good kitty. Yes, you good kitty. Fucking Christ. Bitch. Little freaking hoe. Fucking. Yeah. You're a mean kitty. You're a mean kitty. Don't forget, fam, to follow me over on burp. There we go. On TikTok at Papa Swole if you ain't already. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. We'll get there. You are the expert. You are the expert. So going through, scrolling. Who wants to make some gains? Who wants to make some gains? Scrolling. Making sick fucking gains. Sick gains. Scrolling. You are the expert. Who is the expert? Did I just quote Blazing Saddles? Maybe. Kevin Bell. Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations!
Very nice. There we go. Kevin Bell. All right. Good shit. So everyone say congratulations, Kevin. Kevin sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com with Swole card 1378. And of course, the you are the expert in the subject or in the body, so we know for show. And also make sure you send your mailing address, so I can get that over to you. So congratulations. Everyone say congratulations, Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin Bell. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, little thing. Yeah. Be nice. You show up every single day, and then maybe you'll win. Maybe you'll win. You got to come back. And try it again. So thank you, everyone, for joining me for episode 1378 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. And if you want to learn more about the Swole fam, you want to download the 7 Pillars series, you want to download and check out everything we got to offer, go to swolenormousx.com. You can't miss the deets. And I hope to see you inside. Everyone, we are going to smash this week. So go get your brain gains on. Go do it. Go make it happen. We'll see you tomorrow for 1375. We're going back in time. 1379 of the Daily Sleaze. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Out.